I joined the Chamber back in 2003 because I found it as an opportunity for me to network and to meet all the greatest people in San Diego.
Yeah, and it's been proven to us that it's the best environment for growing businesses.
It increases our credibility just by being members of it.
Basically for marketing, to make connections with other business owners.
When I started the charity back in 2004, we started with five sponsors, and after one event with the Chamber, we went to 100 sponsors.
Sheer numbers. There's over 3,000 companies with the Chamber of Commerce, with 400,000 employees that belong to those 3,000 companies.
A big database and having people that you can refer to is really important if you're going to be in business. So the Chamber obviously did that for me.
Small business owners have to deal with a lot of the same problems that I have to deal with, and then find common solutions.
We started, we had no experience, we had no connections or anything, so our whole company is based on networking, and this has been an awesome venue to be able to communicate with our product and see other people.
The prestige of being part of an elite group of the city.
The Chamber has been so awesome with us. We get very good response from them, and they're just so great. The people are real friendly.
I love being a Chamber member. It gives me an opportunity to grow my business, and I also get to meet fantastic people.
We decided to host a Chamber Mixer because what other opportunity gives you the chance to connect your organization's leaders? It was really a no-brainer. Some of the benefits of being recognized as the Chamber's Community Partner of the Month have included an increase in our social media traffic. And just look behind you, look at all of the people who are for the first time are meeting Feeding America San Diego. You know, visibility is really important to our organization for a number of reasons. Primarily because what we do is dependent on people caring to support us. So we rely on volunteers, we rely on people to give their time, their talent, their funds, and their food so that we can successfully feed hungry people in San Diego County. The big benefit of hosting a Chamber event is you get the opportunity to connect people to your organization.
Networking is a contact sport. Just belly to belly. Shake your hand, meet some people.
I attend because, listen, I've done my research, and this is the best networking event by far in San Diego.
Well, I attend the events because they work. That's the main reason.
It's a great way to meet people and people who are interested in what you do.
Great way to meet new people. You know, get your business out there and you know, make friends.
I think it's a great way to get the warm leads, get to meet new business owners, get to meet individuals.
And it gives me an opportunity to come down here to the big city and be exposed to a number of different opportunities down here and businesses.
It's people know how to network, and they are ready and apt to answer your questions and work with you, and they're the most fun.
There's a printer here. We got in contact with him, and he facilitated our needs for that 2-week span that we were without an offset guy. And so I would say that derived directly from the Chamber.
Building a relationship with people that I met and cross-networking, I could be able to help them. And I believe it's all about helping each other.
Other people get to know you, what you're about, not just on a business side, but on a personal side. When people understand what your business philosophy is and maybe what your life philosophy is, then they might put things together and say, well, I'd like to do business with that person.
Well, the way that the chamber networking opportunities have helped me in my business is basically they've brought me A, more clients, B, more opportunities to meet potential employees, and C, suppliers.
We've already connected with quite a few vendors who can help us grow our business.
I play a game where you go out and you meet new people. So I'll try and get as many business cards, but I mean, just meeting the people is fun.
I wish I could put the dollar figure on the amount of leads that Express Wines has received from this chamber, but second to none.
Once the Business Alliance Group knows who you are, they're out there selling you like no one else.
I joined the Business Alliance groups basically so I can get a better foothold in the actual chamber itself. You have meetings where you know 10 to 15 people, and then when you come to bigger events such as this, you know those people and they can introduce you to more people. It's a great way to network and get to know people in the chamber.
In smaller groups, you get to build that relationship even stronger. So getting together groups of 15, that really helps me connect and build that relationship.
It would make a lot more sense for me to be in a smaller operation there, a smaller group with like-minded professionals where we could be a lot more, go in depth, I guess, about our services. And I found that the bags were the best way of doing that.
Most definitely, I've gotten quite a few leads from my bag group.
I think many referrals, several clients, and certainly I'd say socially it's been a gratifying experience.
The more people you know, the better they're going to know you. The more you know what other people do, especially in your bag groups, they're going to know what you do. And then maybe talking to somebody down the road, or not even in a chamber event, and they go, hey, I know somebody, and boom, you get a phone call.
Stronger relationships and becoming a family, becoming friends, more than just business.
I think that with such a large organization such as the San Diego Chamber, breaking it down into smaller groups is something that makes it more appealing.
I think everyone should join one. I really do. I think that's the best thing that they can do for themselves and for their company.
I can't believe there's a software that has so many sales and marketing pieces all in one place.
Part of the reason I joined the Chamber was for their Chamber Zoom offering, which is not just a mailing list, but also an entire customer relationship manager. And not only do they offer this software, but they offer training on how to use the software.
I use it for basically keeping in touch with clients through the email newsletter function within Chamber Zoom.
When I started using Chamber Zoom, the way that it tracks going to websites, emails, it was a way for me not to have to do that. Chamber Zoom did it all.
I can create newsletters from a template. I can take 15 minutes to update the newsletter, 15 minutes to update the template, mail it out. It's an hour process. It saves me lots of time.
In fact, I took a training yesterday on how to set up email templates inside Chamber Zoom, and it went by really fast. And I have 25 ideas that I wrote down that I'm going to be trying in the next 6 months, just from that one training.
And it saves me a lot of time. I was thinking about hiring an assistant to do a lot of the things that Chamber Zoom does. But I dreaded the idea of training them, and Chamber Zoom does what I need an assistant to do without hiring an assistant.
I can get information out quickly, easily, and consistently.
Chamber Zoom is getting the word out and tracks how effective the word that I'm sending out there is.
just incredible what you run into at the chamber workshops, because you get people from all kinds of different backgrounds and businesses talking to you about their experiences, and you find out how many things you have in common.
Chamber workshops, to me, is a way to get education and learn about things you need to do as an entrepreneur that you may not have that background or experience in before.
But they've inspired me to do more at this point, to incorporate more and to get with the times, get with the program.
The ones I've been involved in have been offered by members of the chamber who use these tools themselves, and they can speak from experience.
And there are very few outlets other than the chamber that provide the different educational opportunities that they do for the price that you pay for a chamber membership, which is pennies.
You get motivated. You realize I gotta use the tools that are available, so I'm going to.
Keep you apprised of the current chamber offerings, which do evolve and change. And then it's yet another chance to be around people of like mind, that you're all in one workshop for the same idea. And so you have that in common before you've even given each other your names when you meet. So you always meet good people at the chamber.
Professional development, I think, is key for any business.
It's a relaxed atmosphere, but it's a professional atmosphere, and you also get to network with your peers or folks who could be your peers. So you get the networking advantage, you get the educational part of it, and it's I don't know where else in San Diego that you get those things.
The reason we have a tabletop at the chamber events is because it's a good opportunity to have a place where the mingling crowd, will finally end up. It's like being in the middle of a wheel hub, and people will kind of go around, but you're at the center of it, so everybody ends up visiting you.
It's a way to, we decided it was a way to meet the maximum amount of people in the 2 hours you're here. Instead of having a one-on-one conversation with someone that, you're there for 5, 10, 15 minutes, you're in one spot and everybody's coming to you.
Visibility is important because you have to be very fiercely competitive in today's market.
We actually did a test over a couple events where we didn't have a table and did have a table. And both me and my boss realized that more people came up to us and talked to us if we were in one spot at a table than if we were mingling around, because we had a tendency to hang out with the people you knew. And that's great, but they already know you and they already know what you do. Whereas when you're at the table, people come to you, especially people you don't know. And it really had a tendency to broaden our ability to make sales.
Well, the reason that we have a tabletop event to event to event is because you have a presence, and it's like a branding thing, and you brand in people's minds when they see the name of your company, then it's re-imprinted, and the more it's imprinted, then it does get branded into their mind.